Okay, it is February, towards the end of February actually, of 2024. Back in 2018, I paid £2,020 for Fiesta RS Turbo. It was a complete car in absolutely pieces, okay? This car was located in Bampton. So, me being me, bit last minute, won the car, no engine, it was in absolutely pieces. So, have I done the right thing? Went to the bank, withdrew the money, went up, chucked the two boys in a car, got a Costa, filled some fuel up, drove all the way up to Bampton. Seen the car, yep, I am doing this. Paid the guy cash, sorted out courier, sent up Adam Bowler from Series 1 Recovery. Adam went out and collected the car, brought the car back. Since then, obviously, we fitted an engine. I sourced an engine up from Barham, wherever. Last video, I can't say it. I picked up an engine from them, a rebuilt head, brand spanking new turbo, etc. I bought bit by bit, panel by panel, inner arches on the back, rear arches, front valance, back valance. I sourced a boot, I sourced a bumper, I sourced everything that I needed. And I bought a new starter motor ×2 now. I sourced an alternator, new plugs, new coils, everything, new leads, got that car running sweet, done a service, done a change up, rebuilt the beam on it, took off loads of under seal to see what I was tackling. Then I treated it, and you know what? I bought an Escort and parked it up. I've owned that car now for just over 5 years, and it's been parked up Sanders for the last 3 years, okay? This year is the year it's going to happen. So stay tuned and follow and watch, okay? This is going to be an epic series. I'm not going to get all the welding or the underside done in one hit. I'm going to obviously do that along with the body work at the same time, okay? I'm trying to fit things in as I can, when I can, in my spare time, in my busy schedule, along with obviously my families and around obviously space I'll have up in the body shop, okay? It's not going to happen overnight, but it's going to be an epic build. So if you do like it, hit sub, watch, and share it. But yeah, hoping to inspire you guys and bring it back 90s Fords back to the scene. And don't forget to watch the channel because there's other things about my Escort or my Focus outside, car shows and all that kind of stuff. I'll see you soon. No messing around. This one's going to be insane. So I'm going to throw this out there. My last Fiesta one, show car of the year 2019 for Welsh Ford. So yeah. Okay, so quickly going through my stash drawer under the drawer. Clocks with white dials, 150 clocks. Set of poly bushers, new oil filter, refurbished, Team Dynamics, really polished now. Centre caps, new old stock, smoked and clear side repeaters, new core plugs. The Matt Lewis Racing braided race lines, brake lines, new old stock. Gotta have this. New old stock, another brake line. These have been repaired. Original, brand spanking new old stock auto specialist heat shield. Rare as rocking horse. Needs some dye, but Fiesta RS Turbo gear knob. A few people have been trying to buy that off me. Nice, lovely steering wheel. Doesn't do its justice in here. It's not been snapped or anything as they do normally on a steering lock. But it's a really nice wheel, just needs to clean. Strut tops for a boot. New old stock. What do they call it? RS mats. Green strips, which something I've stuck to, but I'll clean that up. To match the rocker cover. Tops, strut tops for front. Jack is clean. I come across my old RS turbo plates for my old Fiesta, and I have a massive heap of history there. Let's have a quick look at. Oh yeah, and a spanking new clutch cable too. New gel overlays from DMB. Full set of keys with the actual tab, with the spare key, so it's got a complete lock set. Happy with that. Joins history. I'm going for the green badges, because I'm not a sheep. I got hundreds manuals, history, books, all that kind of stuff, original tax discs, all the audio stuff. So yeah. You missed that just now. I've seen the biggest spider I've seen in my life. See if he comes back out. Oh my god, I shit myself then. If only you could hear me scream. Nope, he's gone somewhere. So some things I didn't show you in the last video probably, but all this is like oxidized up now, all the gearbox. But look, a simple power wash will get most of that off. And look, the engine's going to come back out in time, gearbox to get painted and all that kind of stuff. But look, what I want to do mainly now is check out hoses. So I got loads of Michelot clamps in the house. Refit this. I've ordered a correct pipe for this because that's hard to be enlarged. New one of these en route. So I've got this water hose on, that's right. This is right. I believe I have water hoses that's running back to the matrix. I'll have to double check. This needs tightening, it's all just in loose. This is just loose. No point cleaning all this stuff up yet. Hose clamps and stuff I need down here. But looking at this now, I am actually feeling better because I do have for hoses, which I didn't think I had. So I am actually probably further along than I predicted. Look, like I said in the other videos, I'm not oblivious to the fact the car needs massive amount of welding, okay? But I'm not going to be able to do that in this spot, and I know we're sitting on, well, gravel. It looks muddy underneath there in the video because, well, landslides and everything like that. Fingers crossed the car's okay. But yeah, look, what's welding 1 foot's worth of metal when I can weld 2 foot? It's all going to be brand new. Look, I start hitting this car at different angles. My first job is make sure it's watertight so I can get the water system running. I've got a fan and stuff to go on there. I'm going to try and have a look at a GRS front mount intercooler on it now, just to kind of get a bit of, if that's where I want to go and fit, the direction I want to go. I want to sort out the hose clamps and stuff like that, like I said. And I'm going to start looking at stuff like the bumper then, okay? Getting the bumper and the cooler and stuff, set out how I want it. Got a few variations so I might go and try. Look, as soon as the car's indoors, it's going to be a case of get the doors off, block the doors, prep the doors, get the boot off. Sorry, I'm lying. Keep boot on. I got another boot which I want to do some stuff to. I'll do a video on that. Sort out my morettes and I'll take a bonnet off. I want to take a bonnet to go and see somebody. We'll film that. And then as well as a welding, I know it's mechanically sound, I can start working on the bodywork. So when it is actually welded, I've only got to hit the other sections and get on the road. But yeah, thank you everybody for all the support of the new subscribers and stuff. It is going to be a massive long haul, okay? We love FIESTA RS Turbos. It's not just this car that's going to be on the channel. We've got mass amounts of them, okay? There's like 8 of them between us. Then mine, we've got another one by there. Smithy's got 2 as well. So like 10, 12 maybe RS Turbos, RS 1800s and stuff like that. XR2Is we'll get on a channel. We literally know these like the back of our hand. In my garage in the house I actually do have a brand new throttle cable, but to be honest, the last one I put silicone over here, like this kind of stuff in silicone, just to tidy it up. All that was new. The new mount and stuff, and I was just buzzing. It's nice and tight still though. I might put the Land Rover Defender or the Land Rover or whatever they are gearbox mount on it. New starter motor is on, as you see down there. Thanks to my mate Gary as well. I also have a 6-plate powered clutch which is literally done about 200 miles. I'll fit that to the car as well. My mate Greg will take care and do that for me, he said, as well. They're doing a timing belt and water pump, so that just helps me up as well. Refreshing to see though. Look at them chassis rails, they're nice, aren't they? In the front. This is relatively clean. I don't know if it's been done before. That doesn't look like factory. Maybe it's got some sealer on it, but I'll grind all that back and do that. It's nice and tidy all up there. We know about this, got another scuttle, but to be honest I might just cut that section out and again over this side over here. Look at that, you even got the Ford clamps still. Matthew's Causey. Real deal. So yeah, so another FIESTA RS Turbo now. It's had a full restoration underside. It's in primer now, obviously Geico ready to be done. Bumpers and all that kind of stuff are done. But yeah, look, let's have a look at this cooler. Quick cup of tea. Dash hounds of course. Whilst my new apprentice Connor is going to get me a 13 mil so I can whip this bumper off and have a look at this cooler setup. Okay, so when I got the car, it was nasty standard Cosworth RS 500 cooler. It was welding around here. Welding's really neat, to be honest. If the guy bought it was a welder who ironically didn't fix the car, it tells me it's too far gone. Well, it would have been then. All this is going to get cut off around here, and we have the New Balance to go on, which I'm sure you've seen, but look, that's knackered. This is relatively good underneath here. We got cut around here. We've got this new section to go on, which is in the car you would have seen on the last video. Actually, did you see it on the last video? Should I tell a lie? So this is the new rear bottom balance. Matthew kindly gave this to me back about 5 years ago when I first bought the car. So obviously we cut down here, we clean it all off. We'll spot weld the edges in, we'll seam seal there, we'll spot across here where need be. Being held by the trusty apprentice, Connor. Say hi, Connor.
Hello.
He absolutely loves the RS. Bit of a Vauxhall boy, unfortunately, won't you?
Oh, come on.
So just test. There's a GRS cooler. I see loads of people cut the top of the bumpers. It's absolutely a massive cooler. It's got a little bit of damage so it wouldn't get seen. Straighten that back out. Few of the fins are damaged, but what I'd like to do is just that section on display, not the actual top. I need to work it out how I'm going to do it. Maybe I'll go on, maybe it won't, maybe just an AirTech one. But this car is not going standard. Hang on a second, let's flip this bumper around. I'm not a fan of where they cut the section over here. I don't like that. Remember my old FIESTA RS Turbo? It was just on show here. I would like to probably do a cut out here though. But then I don't know where I'm going to put the plate because I hate it covering this side. I know this is my build, but the problem being is I'm going to reach out and ask you what's your thoughts on position of the number plate. Just don't have one, is it? Think now, just for a bit of my own mindset, what I'm going to do is going to brush off this engine with a bristle brush, and then I'm going to literally cake everything up like this. Yeah, around here, around here, around the electrics and stuff like that to repair it, all around here, doing all the way around the coil pack and stuff like that, just with some WD-40, just to stop this kind of stuff and stop it getting any worse, to be honest. Yeah, I think I'll make a massive difference. Bumper's back on now. What's your thoughts on GRS cooler? And please don't say, oh no, go original, because original is not what I'm going to be doing. I think I want to show you, these lights are done, but they're completely faded out now. So they will be red. We'll just take that back, use a base and clear. But look, we talk about paintwork all the time and bad paintwork. I want to show you this, okay? If you know anything about paint, that's a micro blister. Let's watch this now with my nail. It's moving around the body and it's lifting. You are in the next parts here. So that's purely because this car's been painted with moisture in the airlines. Watch this now. So it's just lifting your paint up. And anything like this needs to go back to bare metal or bare plastic. And look, that kind of stuff, okay, doesn't happen overnight. People will say it's because there's a cover on it and changing conditions. It's not, okay? That's always been dormant in the paint. It's doing my head now, picking it off. It's always been dormant in the paint, and it's because they haven't used the fridge. They haven't drawn and extracted the moisture out the airline when it's painted. It looks lovely at the time, but then obviously this happens. So a massive job for me. This is obviously an original RS Turbo bumper. You'll see the green strip. I'll flip you around now to show you the worst part of the damage. But I'm going to have to completely strip this bumper back to its bare bones. But again, that's a bit of a project as well to do in itself. Let's flip you around. Look how bad that is. That's absolutely horrific. Really, really shit, to be honest. What I do like about this boot, that it's been de-locked. But again, the boot has actually got popping on it too as well when you look close. See it? So I have to write that off. I'm going to lose a wiper on my other boot actually, but I might keep the lock. Well, actually I might de-lock it all. Always all go down here. Anyone ever change one of these? Alternator on an ST150. One absolute pig of a job, okay? But if you do it, I'll do it. Message me and I will tell you. The how-tos on YouTube are horrific. But yeah. Never again. So this nice little FIESTA Turbo, which has been restored. So actually, all just bonded up.
Yep.
Been painted underside there. I actually painted the engine way of this car back 4 years ago. It's just been sitting, hold it up a sec, go on.
Yep, got it.
There's an airbox. It's an XR21 I believe, or it's got all the Samco silicone hoses. It's running a Predator turbo on it. He's running an old school dump valve. It's had a substantial amount of welding work. But if you look over here, it's a really clean car. Standard management. But yeah, this has been going back to the original owner. This has had rear chassis rails. It had inner sills done really poorly. We've done outside sills. We put new wings on it. All this has been done. This is obviously like to replica of a factory seam seal. Matthew done all this. It's had new A pillars on it, which are really good. Ironically off a Mark 5 and obviously modified. The car is obviously in high wheel primer now, ready for paint. So the bumper's done. Scuttle's in great shape. Bit of work on you, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, this is another one which will be on the channel. It's been a long one, so it's been sitting on the back burner for now. But we'll get this down there, we'll get the E-Type out and we'll get this into paint and then get my car into this place, hopefully. I'll add up some clips of the rot and the rust as well as I'm talking now, and some of the work where we finished of it as well, just to give you a rough idea of what we'll be doing to mine. The good thing is we've made all the templates in the past, so it's just a case of recutting them, refabricating them to the car, if that makes sense. Realise as well, my windscreen is here. Obviously, because I've got a heated one in the car, but it's got a crack, so this will see me until I can get another heated screen. For the record, the old did is done on the ST150. I can manage to get myself hammered in gearbox on it. But this guy, he's a legend, he helped me as well, so big shout out to Connor. Okay, quick little rewind. So I don't know if you follow me on my socials, such as Instagram. If you don't, it's deathboxdan. With show season approaching fast, 2024, I've been plugging loads of like cleaning brands and stuff like that to see what I can get out of it. See if we can get any kind of like sponsorship or that kind of stuff to help me out. Anyhow, I've been tagging Autoglym because that's the products that I actually use predominantly. And he messaged me and they have sent me this. Let's take a look. Okay, so that's opened up now and we have 5 Autoglym, I think they said air tags, but they're air freshers I'm assuming. And they smell absolutely gorgeous. So big shout out, thank you very much. I do appreciate it, thank you.
3 days later.
Here we are, we got new hose which come from eBay this week. Some Michelin clamps, DA, angle grinder, welding mask, welding gloves, and more turbo wheels. What are we doing with these? Stick around and find out. Quick little recap. Turbo elbow, many headlight, speedos, headlights, boost hoses, Moretto LEDs, indicators I think over there. That's pretty cool because I'm missing one of them. Or they're cosy ones. Oh, they're cosy ones. Shroud around the thing, battery cover, new old stock header tank, which is full of crap, bonnet latch, bits of ECU, oil pump, EDIF brackets, boost hoses, yep, and the list goes on, full of crap and useless things that I don't even need. Okay, so turbo wheels in the back, go into the garage, drop them off, and I'm giving them to Matthew. No good for me. I'm not using no turbo wheels on my car. Well, I've got one for a spare, do you mean? But yeah, up on my emergency corner, I got a boot full of tools. But most importantly, we have these. And the reason why we have these is Matthew's 40th birthday yesterday, and I didn't get a chance to go up and see him. But I did wish him happy birthday, so we're gonna have a cup of tea and a cake, boys. Yeah. And if Connor, if you're watching, you're good, you could have had one, and you will have one. But if you've been naughty and you're not helping today, you're not having one.
12 seconds later.
Right then, let's go and see the boys, shall we? Hang on, man. Oh, yeah, here's the girls. Happy birthday, son. There you are.
He knows the way to a man's heart.
There we are.
Thank you
Hey,
very much.
looking sharp there, corner boy. All prepped, ready to help me on your RS today?
Yeah.
Good man. Right, get that kettle on for me.
Yeah, I had to adjust it to do the one size fits all. So.
It's alright, you grow into it, we'll be fine.
Yeah.
Right then, yeah, so we're back up on the RS Turbo. And look, since I left it last time, 3 weeks ago, you can see it's absolutely soaking, all the mounts and stuff like that. So I did mention, I've gone out and got myself the WD-40, and basically I'm just going to cake up any electrics like that. It's just so it repels any water all around it, in here. And look, I wouldn't normally do something like this, okay? but I don't want it to get any worse, okay? Around the plugs, and around here, that's a bit crusty. Do you know what, let's go out for leather. It's going to get blasted off anyway, all the wiring around here. It's got a new battery tray on her anyway, all up here, the last thing I want. You see obviously it was water and stuff underneath here. The whole idea of this WD-40 will just be to like repel and displace the water really. Okie doke. I think that will do. We've got a new air filter to go on, so not too worried about that. Happy days. Yeah, we'll go with that, and we'll quickly change these boost hoses over now as well. My apprentice is going to do that today. How do you feel about that corner, yeah?
Yeah.
Yep, it's excellent. So corner can do these because we got my new eBay purchase, which is going to go here. Okay, so this will go in here. Dump valve, I blank that off. Can't think of anything worse. I love the wastegate noise on these and chatters. That's the best thing about having a D2 on them. Yes, chuck this on here in readiness. We put the Michelob clamps on. I've got a box of Michelob clamps. We tidy that kind of stuff up. We've got some water hoses to tighten on and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, and then we're gonna get on to a nice little welding job today. Nothing structural, but it's gonna be something which I wanted to do for the car. I'm probably getting a lot of hate for it, but I don't care. I see that nipping down quickly to get my boot, but put a big, massive, brand new hybrid blower on here. It's like a T34, T38, it's absolutely enormous, with an equal length auto specialist manifold. This is an RS Turbo. It's gone for a full restoration. Engine bay was all done again now, just needs to be cleared up. But yeah, some really cool stuff. This being one of Matthew's own cars from back in the day, but he's managed to keep keep hold of and on to. I've got an awful lot of time for these. Look at these, absolutely amazing. These are super cool. Must say no. Right, we now need to get that out of here. There we have it. We have my boots down. So, eagle-eyed viewers will notice RS Turbo, original Mark III boot with a swage line. Amazing. It is really straight. It's quite nice, to be honest. So, I'm going to put it like this first. I'm going to give you 3 to 4 seconds from now. 1, 2, 3, 4. And tell me why this is an RS Turbo boot. That's why it needs to be drilled, okay? The boot itself is really, really clean. So let's have a look, shall we? A little bit of surface rust there, which we're going to grind out and clean today. Tiny little bit by there. Clean that up around there. But yeah, this is a real good boot. And guess what? These are the same as my Escort, which I broke before. So it's nice to have some spare hinges. Excellent stuff. And my apprentice has been working hard for me, taking these clips off. Whoa, I nearly fell backwards then. Excellent stuff. Good man. Right, get that new one on for me now, boy. Let's get some Michelob clips on here. These are all nice and tight. Going to get some new Jubilee clips for these. Let's get that one off me, pal. Yeah? So take a clamp off, take the clamps off there, and let's get these nice ones on. Excellent. I think you don't even need to do any work on this myself. I can't be finished in no time, Connor, will you? What do you reckon? When are you going to get my car on the road?
I was hoping so I can drive it.
You can have a go, pal. You'll pass your test by the time it's done, I'm sure. Connor has applied yesterday. Was it for your
applied a year ago, and the phone was keeping sending back.
Oh, never.
So I finally finished it.
Good man. She's going to get on the road. I promise you, Connor, you can have a go with this car. What do you reckon? Do you reckon you can control it? Do you reckon you'll be able to handle it?
Yeah.
I don't know if we mentioned before, Connor is a Vauxhall man. Look at that. Shame on him, everybody.
Only because I own a Vauxhall, you're going to
yeah. Alright, look, listen, no more Vauxhalls on his channel, right? I told you, unless it's a Mark IV after GSI, right? Or a really, really cool Mark 1 Nova, no chance. Let's get this done, shall we? Let's stop talking crap, shall we?
Aye.
So yeah, he's going to tighten this up for me. And somebody did point out that this is really, really long, which I am 110% aware of. So look, we'll trim it down there and we cut it, we make it fit, okay? Just for the viewers. Right, so intake off, let's get Jubilee on here, and let's get Jubilee on here, and let's get Jubilee on here, okay? Top job, Connor. I we've got these ones ready, these Michelob clamps.
Yeah.
Just trying to get the right ones out ready. And then we'll crack on with these ones. Okay, so we need to get this one on the bottom. Ignore the little piggy wig. Where is he? By there. Get this one on, and then get the top one on. Get the charge pipe kind of like carrier, and then we get these done. Still running the Ford original one on here. Don't have a, well, I do have a Samco for it, but it's quite funny. And the people, the purists are going to notice. Roos Motorsport and Samco. So I'm going to have to scotch that off, because people will complain. Right, now the man has a plan. I'm going to get on to my next job. Yeah, boy. We're on to this bad boy. My favourite tool. Okay, look, the engine bay is going to be painted in time, but stuff like this really naffs me off. So there's a Jubilee clip pointing in that direction. Hard to see, but it's rubbing the bodywork. So let's get this off. Let's pull this out. Oh my gosh, there we are. And then what we're going to do is simply remove this Jubilee clip and put it the other way so it doesn't do any damage, because that's a damn shame. The engine bay was clean. Just little things that make a difference, so now that is better. We'll turn this clamp now so it matches this one. Happy days. Yeah, get some new ones of these on. We start tidying all this up and we'll button this up fast. Connor's doing these little jobs because he's not scared of spiders, and apparently I am. So I'm laughing because
you drunk when the spider came out. Yeah.
It was huge. It was absolutely massive. I've seen rats and everything up there, so yeah, I'm not squeamish, but I did jump. Look, I 110% know this is going to be a long drawn out video. And it's not just about my car, it's about the other turbos as well. But it's some good content to watch, and some tricks of the trade and stuff like that. And look, these are the necessities we need to do. Some might ask, like, why are you trying to get it running, Dan? If there's more important things to do. I want to be able to drive it back and forth the booth, drive it back and forth in the garages and stuff like that when it's ready, and for prep and all that kind of stuff. So, and like I said, car's outside now, so I'm killing time with it. Anyhow, Connor's going to put the kettle on, as he keeps saying, and we'll see you on the next stage when I'm working on my boot. Top job, Con. So yeah, so I put the cover on just to keep the belt a bit cleaner, that's all. The engine bay is starting to come back as it should now. Seen in the last clip it was running. So we got Michelob down there. He's worked really hard. We need a Michelob for there. We've done all the water hoses. We've done the rad. Next job, get the cam cover on here and give it a blast WD-40 again. So as I told you, sacrilege or whatever it's called for this boot. So I've grinded it off for here with 3Ms and a 760 or an 80 on here. I need to get in here, so all the edges, because that word when you weld, yes that's right, I'm welding this boot. Oops. Anyway, drum roll, upsetting everyone. Gonna weld the plate in here, flatten this. We also need to grind up the inside, but I've done that side now, and Connor is kindly going to do this side because Connor's learning. So he's had a bit of a how-to on it, and let's see how he goes. Yeah, feel confident?
Yeah.
Okay, don't worry. We can always fix it, remember? Yeah. Go on, buddy. Quick look. Oh mate, what have you done?
What?
What have you done?
You thought you'd do that?
You've done a great job, that's right, well done buddy. Right, just square off just a little bit more around there now, okay? Yeah. And a bit more like that. You don't need to, it's just because we're going to be keying this whole area. Yeah. Anyway, but go back just a little bit, square it off now. Okay. You're doing really well around there. Important that the inside is all keyed up too. That's the shadow right at the top, and then that side too, okay? Lots of wax on there, that stuff will smoke dust if it was on the car. We have to get it all off, and I cleaned up this little bit by here because it's peed me off. Not going to touch these at the moment, but yeah, a little bit of buzz on there, a bit of etch primer. That'll do just for now. Put a bit of rust treatment on there as well. But yeah, winning. Right, now this is all keyed up. What I'm going to do, when it's been welded and ground back down, obviously you can have a skim of fiberglass and a skim of filler. So whilst I've got the chance now, I've got an 80 grit on here and I'm just going to key this area up, okay? I'd never know I'm using 80 if I wasn't obviously going to key the surface up, but it's the best for it to adhere to. So I'm going to quickly buzz over here. And actually look, I don't trust anybody else's paint, so I don't want anything reacting when I put my stuff on and new paint and it's bubbling and blistering, so I'm going to take as much of this off as I can right now. And then, yeah, but I'm going to quickly fly through it. Move them edges up. You know what I mean? Watch this now. So yeah, in a later video, you'll see us take a whole of paint off his boots. And you know why now. Okay, so your welder's out. We've cut a small plate and we've keyed it all up ready. And this is going to go here. We're going to put it underneath and we're going to spot it. Hold on, let me swap. Let me take my glove off, okay? So this will go underneath here like this. And then we'll spot that, well, spot it and then seam it, okay? Not too much heat. Yes, we could have cut the section out and butted it, but I didn't want to put too much heat through the actual panel and warp it. So let's get this little one on first. My filmer with his PP on ready. Okay, so it's raining, so rain and stop play. Nice bit of penetration around there, it's decent enough. Let's grind some of these heads off now. Right, 3M's airline drill, okay, 36 grit. What we're going to do now, we're going to work these grinds out. So like somebody's in a 5-pot on there. Not too much heat in one spot at a time, okay, we want this flush. It is kind of straight, so there's not much heat going through there. Going to get a skim of fiberglass in soon. But what I need to do now is make sure it's as nice and level as we can, and say the wheels all keyed up for a skim of fiberglass. But I'll zoom through as quickly for you now. Quickly swap these over. Also PP, don't forget. So the idea is, okay, so it's as smooth as possible. None of this is raised, so we don't have any bits like profound sticking out when we have a fiberglass on. We're going to infill this section with fiberglass with a nice skim. and then work my body filler. But yeah, that's pretty good, I'm happy with that. Okay, so I've taken all the heads off, so it's nice and level now, it's not warped, and that is rock solid. Underneath that metal, okay, we've seen it was a steel plate, but that steel plate was galvanised, so I took the galv surface off the side I was welding, left the galv on the other side. The reason being that is so it's no moisture and doesn't rust. But obviously I'm going to use a bit of seam sealer on the inside later, and I'm going to chip that out then with some stone chip. But yeah, I'm happy with that, and it looks good. Obviously this is non-cosmetic welding, okay? This isn't my best and it started raining, but it is tidy and it does the job. I'm sure you will agree. Steven's eating biscuits, come on. We're busy. What are we doing now? Tell everyone what we're doing.
I'm gonna blow the dust off this way.
Good man. Oh, that was in my teeth! That was in my teeth!
Sorry.
Oh. I'm waiting to see how many people cry because I'm using a Swage boot off a Mark III and I'm welding it closed. It's probably going to create some animosity and some rivalry on the internet. The people ain't going to be happy. But like I said, I'm not about running with the crowd. I'm about doing things how I want to do it and making this car mine. And yes, bold statement. It might not be the best Fiesta RS Turbo, but it's going to be the best to me. And it's going to be how I want it, okay? It's not going to be original. Scrap that. My way or no way. Okay, quick lesson here as well, okay? So we're going to lay fiberglass down on here. Matthew's going to do some fiberglass because obviously he's doing another job, so we're going to share that skim. But I'm going to explain to Connor right now because obviously Connor's a body shop apprentice. The reason why we're using fiberglass, okay, because fiberglass is water repellent, fiberglass is waterproof, isn't it? Yeah? So he knows now. So if we were just to put a skim of, I don't know, P38, P40, whatever it's called, easy sand, that kind of stuff on Halfords, filler, body filler is quite porous and it absorbs water, and because we've welded the plate from behind and we haven't butt welded, we've spot welded it, we don't want to draw any moisture through. If anyone is concerned about behind, because one of my boys said before he's doing this, oh, I'd cut that out and I'd butt it, we're going to use a seam sealer behind it like I've already mentioned, okay, excuse me, sorry, and then we're also going to do stone chip behind the inside of the boot, and then we'll wax oil it all inside anyway when the car's ready. But we're doing this now, skim of fiberglass, sand that down obviously with an 80, get it nice and flat, put some body filler, some nice top stop filler on top of it, nice and smooth, get a block on it, and maybe get us some primer today. Who knows? If the car's not even welded, it's like a Flintstones car, don't have a floor. It's not a Vauxhall, is it? Hey! Haha! Yeah, heat gun on the go, getting his stickers off. You've been learning how to take decals off recently, haven't you, boy?
Yep.
Look at that, perfect rather than somebody just buzzing over everything and glue everywhere. I'll come back to this when he's finished now next week. He's not biting it now.
Huh?
Is he not biting us? I'll come back next week when he finished it.
You don't need to come back next week.
How long is this going to take?
Well, I already took the turbo off. Stuck on the T, but that's it.
Nice. Good work, buddy. Keep it up. I just realised as well, I've deleted the clip of Matthew skimming the fiberglass on, unfortunately, so I do apologise, Matthew, I have missed you out of his video but yeah, we'll get you in here later. That fiberglass almost dry now, so we get a buzz over there of an 82. As I said, I can't take credit for this skim, so Matthew done that. We're going to let it go hard now, only a few more minutes. Going to DA that end with an 80, get it nice and flat. Okay, so spoiler. We use yours as guide holes off a spoiler, masking tape down here, and voila, ready to drill. Yeah, we drilled first the pilot hole, then we enlarged it in, but that lines up nice. Come on, just check your side screen. There we are. Fantastic. And I'm going to show you a little tip. So Matthew just kindly shared this with me. So rather than spending stupid amounts of money on these caps, okay? But you can actually use these number plate caps. They fit straight in here, if you look in there, and that's exactly like the original spec. How cool is that? So just break that off and use it on there. Or I bet some people even do it like that. Do you know what I mean? And that fits in perfect like that. Check that out. Good man. Because we don't use extract this here. That's why I'm doing like this, it's not dusting everything doing.
Yeah.
That's what I've done last I've quickly blown that off for me now, so getting out of this now. Don't want to take any more product off that. We're going to buzz the old boot now in the 280, okay? And then we get a skim then of body filler on there and then block it out. He's doing great, isn't he? Yeah, so a quick 240 this whole boot for a moment. Coming along lovely now. Corner's just going around these edges with a 240. We're giving her a buzz on with 240. A little bit of detail now in here still to do. A little bit by hand in this area. And yeah, tidy up the edge and stuff. A little breakthrough in the paint. We'll sort that out. Enjoying?
Yeah.
Yeah, good man. He's got more on his face than he has. And paint than I got left on here now. So look, what we're trying to do is ultimately take any remaining shine off. Just completely dim. Earlier I did say about taking all the paint off, but to be honest, it's just because it's on this line. It's like the plastic line, isn't it? I mean, so we get that plastic primer when we do it. But yeah, it's coming along nicely. You can see with the fronts now, so the shiny to the best. So we need to get it all to a dull colour. Also quickly sealed off the back of these plates. We 80 gritted this up and keyed it all up nicely. And then what's going to happen, I'm going to stone chip all inside here. Without leaving that out, you won't be able to tell then. But yeah, it's been welded, hasn't it? From the outside and sealed down the inside. No moisture will get in there. And it's job's a good one. Right, okay, so another little tiny bit of rust. Zoom in there, if you can see it. We just buzzed that off now and we got some rust treatment on that. I don't know if we're going to get us a primer today, but it's rained a few times, it's getting dark, we've got like an hour till shut and we're just too busy messing around. But there will be some good content and enjoying it with all the RS turbos and stuff. But yeah, there's loads and loads and loads more to come, I'm sure. Like I said, we get right stuck into this welding, we get the car up in the air, start doing panels and stuff. I should really take all the kit off on the bumpers because next week when I'm not here, Con's going to start buzzing down all my body kit for me and readiness and the bumpers, save me some time. But yeah, the car's come a long way and I feel really, really motivated, but it's on its journey and I'm loving my life. Quickly going to take the fogs out this bumper, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4 and take this out. Whilst Corner's doing a 240 inside my boot, we managed to get these fog lights off. A bit of a struggle, it's never a 2-minute job with these. Yep, they're off. So, oops. It's a good bumper, fully intact. And it's good on both sides, which is a very rare thing. So you'll see this and you see this. So that's an XR2i bumper, okay? But I've put this in like the RS turbos have, and I'm going to fill these and smooth it by plastic welding. So I'm not going to cut to the top of this bumper. All the critics will say, oh, see, it's an XR2i bumper. Well, yeah, it is an XR2i bumper, but it's going to fool you for turbo one. Because sometimes you've got to make do with what you've got. XR2i, you see by there, it doesn't have them. It doesn't have, so basically that's where the fan goes on the turbo, and that's why it's got a little cutout. Quick 240. So quickly, what are we doing? Plastic soldering. You see what Matthew's doing now. He's heating the plastic up. He's made sure the edge has got no paint left on it so it doesn't burn, and he's made himself like a trap or a brace underneath, so the plastic sits neat and flush. Just melting this in now and filling the hole, rather than putting like fiberglass on it and running the risk of that fiberglass sinking. So what we're actually doing is bonding the plastic to the plastic, and physically we're welding it.
Back to being a turbo bumper.
Yep, from a factory, an original. So we put a green strip in here, now you won't know the difference. We're selling these £500 a piece, alright? Or we sell XR2i ones for 50.
You can sell them, I'm not.
Not for 50 quid. Like we said, you got to take what you can. This is why we bought all the parts for the cars we built in 5 years ago. Because at the moment they rocketing in price. Happy with that?
Lovely, we sand it in 5.
You see the difference now? We haven't done this one yet, but I just want to show you, you've got the red paint on the inside. So you just burn that off quickly. So it gives us a really good key to bond to. And then we can go, I'll quickly show you this one. That's hardening off really fast. So Matthew's best snap-on tools. Completely versatile, covered under warranty, but not for plastic welding.
But they don't need to know.
Exactly. Keep that quiet.
Basically just chopping a chunk of plastic off and then flush it and we sand it down later.
This bumper is going to have big things coming to it. I've got a game plan, and we discussed it earlier, and it's going to happen over the next few episodes. But first of all, Connor's going to get really, really busy and sanding it down because it's full of paint popping. And Smithy, next time you sell me a bumper, I'm going to check it, because look at the state on that corner. You must have bought this in the dark. And again, you can see all the way down here, the paint is popping. So all this has got to come off. What's your thoughts on splitter, everyone? I'm thinking about the VR6 one. I do like the carbon ones, but they're super, super money. Or just a nice gloss black one, painted. Or a Laguna splitter. Yeah, on to the last one now. Then we'll just give it a big buzz after. You won't know it's been done. Well, when it's painted.
Yeah.
Someone's bound to say that, oh, it's different colour plastic. The age-old thing, years ago, what people would have done is put tape underneath or something and fiberglass it. But fiberglass will or might sink eventually, And with this, we're not going to get any sinkage.
And they got different properties.
Yeah, and like now, we've literally melted the plastic, we've welded it. So the two have literally become one. Super duper. Right, 80 on a day, and they're 240. There we go. You would literally never know. You'd let us skim a filler on there now, we're laughing. Yeah, we've got ourselves a turbo bumper. Right, I got stuff to do. We're going to stop play today. We're going to crack on another time. But anyhow, you know what I'm like, overactive. I couldn't stop on a bumper where I stopped because I see a little chip in it. So basically, I buzzed off the top quickly and I feel a lot better because it actually isn't damaged like I thought. But I'm going to spin you around now and show you what I got. So yeah, that's the top of the bumper. Start taking some of the pops off. Where we thought we had damage around here, we really haven't. It's had a little bit of fill work. We're going to have to resort that. Really happy with how these have come out. And I'm going to flip it around a second because we're going to do a lot of work on this bumper. Oh, look at that. Jacob's brought a cup of tea. The new apprentice. He's not as good as everyone. But yeah, we're going to do a bit of work on this bumper. And you'll have to wait and see. So stay tuned. Thanks. Hit like, sub and all that kind of jazz. And I'll see you next episode.